If it talks like a duck and quacks like a duck,
it's a duck.
And that, my darling, is the start of the next right tablecloth lady. That was almost...
One of the fundamental things that I think that I'm in business for is peace of mind for my clients. Honest to God. And I really don't say that with any thing other than complete faith in what we do, because we really do try to take the worry and the panic out of having a second language and a system that you don't understand. And we're dealing with retired people that just really have come here to have a beautiful, nice retirement, lovely country.
It's not just retirement though, because you're dealing with people like me and, you know.
Yeah, but well, this is to do with the pensions, but our job, I see it, is to help people.
Exactly
it's to help them.
To make it easy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To give them peace of mind and to smooth the way, not to go,
Fearmonger.
panic. You know, that's not going to do anyone any good. Anyway, so that's really what we're dealing with at the moment.
On the first day back at work.
Yeah, it was quite a lot to go back to, but hey ho, at least we've got work to go back to, so I can't really complain. But it was just something that, as I say, I just don't want people to panic and worry so much about things like an audit, because as long as you've filed honestly and correctly, then to be honest, there shouldn't be anything to worry about. Down, open it, you don't understand it, 10 pages of oh my god, what's that?
10 pages of oh my godness.
So what you're going to do, you're going to call us. So that's what we try and circumvent that process, because if we get the letter, we then approach you and say, look, this is what's happening, this is what we need to do, we're going to do it all with you, for you, don't panic.
Don't worry, because we've already filed this.
Don't panic, Mr. Manumi. So talking about pensions, you were talking about having a property instead of having a pension.
Oh yeah. That's another good pension though.
Yeah, I genuinely...
Property is a pension.
Obviously, you know my background. I've worked all over the world, and, you know, in hedonistic jobs, so holiday reps and things like that, we didn't get a great wage, and the majority of the time we were paid on overseas contracts, so we weren't paying into the system in the UK, so I didn't build up much of a state pension. I've got a state pension in Spain, but I certainly wasn't grown up enough to be investing in private pensions until I got to in my 40s, and then thought, oh, I'm too late now. So mine has gone into property, because that, you know, I will either rent it and get an income coming in from the rental, or I'll sell it if I need to be, and I've got a lump sum which I can invest into something else. But it's, I don't know, am I too old? I'm 47, I know I look 21. I think I'm too old to invest in a pension now. The only thing I'd say is invest in private healthcare. I wish I'd have done that from an earlier age. Healthcare system's great here, don't get me wrong. However, I think having that private healthcare policy behind you is an added benefit.
Well, my bank manager told me the other day that we're not a bank, we're a financial services company.
Oh, is that right?
And I said, no. No, so when did that...
Does nobody want to be called a bank
When
anymore?
did a bank become a services...
Yeah.
It was something really weird, really like... I'm sure it was like something like financial services instead of... I was like, you're a bank.
You're a bank.
You're a bank.
Yeah. Spanish banks.
If it talks like a duck and quacks like a duck,
It's a duck.
Literally, I am struggling at the moment
To
as a
keep
property finder. You like working in Spanish. It's called en antelación. So you work. What's that in English? You pre-plan.
yeah, you pre-plan, pre-order.
Work very closely with the clients before they come over, and we've got a nice list of properties we want to see. You know, the market has always been like that here. It's nice. At the moment, I've got 2 clients over at the moment. It's supposed to be one I'm picking up tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock and showing them around, and supposed to be showing them a few properties while we're doing it, but it's mostly about the area tour at the moment. Every property that I have chosen for us to go and see whilst we're on the tour sold or been taken off the market by the owners in the last few days. Every single one. And the other one, we were out not yesterday, day before, been out, chosen the area, we found a really good area that really works for the client. It's great, they're dead excited. I've organised with all the agents to go and view, and then as I'm driving here this evening, 2 different agents film it. Both properties that were supposed to be seen at
gone.
10 o'clock tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, both of them sold today, took offers.
Wow.
I've never known the market like this. It is
very buoyant.
Properties are going.
That's brilliant. It's brilliant for the area,
you
and
think
it's
this
brilliant
is-
for property. It's hard for you
That's
to
the
keep
beauty
up.
of this area, though. This area, there's not a glut of property like there is further south, Torrevieja way or whatever. When you go further south in Almeria and all those places, land is cheap, and land will stay cheap, and every house is like a chocolate box house. It's all the same. Urbanisation, urbanisation, urbanisation.
It's like Coronation Street in Torrevieja.
The only thing that differentiates your house from your neighbours when they go on for sale is the colour of your kitchen cabinets and the curtains. You know, it's the decoration.
Much more
Here, it's
unique
very
here.
unique.
Very.
Look now around us, and apart from that one tower block over there at the edge, everything else is low. The
Low rise.
nothing over 4 floors high. Land is expensive because
not
you can't get
Benidorm,
as
are
many
we?
dwellings. No, we're not Benidorm.
We're not
Calpe,
Benidorm.
you've got higher rises, and there's lots of building going on in Calpe up at the moment, but it's not going out. So it's all going up, and you know there's a market for that. I love high rises. Some people don't like them. I love them. You don't get better views than in your high rise.
Talking of those, that massive building in Benidorm, you know the one
Yeah,
that
the
looks
pants
like...
I call it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God,
I was
it is.
going to
It's
say
like
it looks like a pair of
Yeah,
trousers.
looks like trousers.
Yes.
But they're going now, aren't they?
They're selling like hotcakes.
They're selling like hot cakes.
Ooh, interesting.
Because I think the trend is high-end, high-rise,
Yeah.
isn't it, at the moment?
See,
Coming
I-
from New York and...
Yeah, I
Miami
prefer
is
lower
nice.
rise. That's why I loved Vanessa Costa, Mariah. Lower rise, individual, lots of greenery.
The greenery is the big thing in this
I
area.
love the greenery in the
Yeah,
hills.
You come through the tunnels and it just goes
Oh,
verdant.
so beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So beautiful.
But
It's
because
much
it's
more
very
arid.
hilly, did you know Spain was the second most mountainous country in Europe?
I did not know that.
There you go.
Bloody hell.
Bring me on a pub quiz.
Yeah, well done.
Oh my God, we're going to
Full
win
of
a
all that
prize.
useless information. But it is. It's
You
the
can
second
see
most
why.
mountainous, and this area in particular was. You can see it here. We're surrounded by the mountains.
Yeah.
And that works in the winter because it holds the northerly winds off. The heavy rainfall falls in the mountains, so you're like in this little microclimate.
That's what they call it.
And
They
then we
say
have the
we've got
mistral
this
wind that
little
comes in off the
microclimate.
Mediterranean coast
Yeah.
that keeps the area in the summer relatively temperate, so we don't get that horrible humidity that you
Yeah.
get further south as well. So it's just gorgeous. It's the climate-wise, it's fantastic here, but it also means because of the mountains and the low rising, we're on the hills, so we still get the views.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't have to be in the high rise to get the views. Your villas are on the views anyway.
Exactly.
It's just gorgeous here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's massive.
I think people have rediscovered what they want in their lives, haven't they?
The dream of
Everyone predicted,
travelling
didn't
and
they, that
having
after the pandemic finished, that we would get into this hedonistic
The Roaring
roaring
20s.
period.
Yes.
And we're starting to see that now. People are throwing caution to the wind and saying, life is for living. Let's just get out there and do
Follow
what
our
we need to do.
dreams,
Yeah.
One of the guys that I've been dealing with who's coming out next week, he's been talking to me for, I've been dealing with for 3-4 months, flying out next week. He phones me today, just before again I came here. His budget has been 150 to 200,000, and he phoned me today, he said, we've been thinking about it, we're throwing it all to the wind, we can go to 500.
Fabulous.
So they're actually going to take, rather than just money in the account, they're going to take a loan out as well because they want to invest in that property over here. And
it's a
we
worthy
always talk about the
investment.
digital nomad.
Well, the thing
You know, and
is, now with the non-location specific
And
businesses,
I can confidently say,
so many people want to come and live here and work here.
well, yeah, and from
because
a
they can.
visa perspective, Spain is not geared up to the digital nomad lifestyle.
Oh,
So for
yeah.
people wanting to move over
Hopefully it
and settle in Spain, there's a disparity on the types of visas that they can do into the ease of how they can do it if you're not a pensionable age. There are ways and means around, and people need to contact me and I can talk it through on a personal basis.
Yes.
However, I can confidently say now that we who work in the sort of immigration business, no, I'm fine,
about
thank
Jen,
you.
no? Jen?
There is
Go on. Thank you,
very
darling.
strong indications that Spain will be introducing some type of digital nomad visa. Now,
Fabulous.
whether that is going to be in the next week,
Thank you,
well,
darling.
it won't be in the next week, but 6 months, 6 years, we're in Spain. How long is a piece of string? However, I would err on the side of sooner rather than later.
Anyway.
Hazel, sorry, what was it? If it looks like
If it
a
looks
duck,
like a duck, quacks like a dog. It's
It's
a
a
duck.
So now that have we mentioned you've bought a house?
Just several times over.
And now that your house is nearly finished with the
That's her forever
updates and everything, are you actually going to move forward and start doing the photography retreats and the courses that you were doing?
Definitely.
Or you were talking about?
Are you doing them at the house?
So excited. So I've been talking about these retreats to the photographers I mentor for about 3 years.
Yeah.
I've been teasing them. So 2022, I'll definitely be doing my first photographers
Oh,
retreat.
my word.
I'm so freaking excited. I've planned it already. So we've got the caterers, we're going to have yoga classes, we're going to have business mastermind classes. It's just going to be ace. All in the house that you found us, darling.
Excuse me, why is it only for photography?
I'm sorry, I can do another
Businesses?
businesswoman one.
Can you
Yeah, that's
do
a good
one a
idea.
little more
We just
open?
turned up on a Saturday night
I'm gonna
anyway.
say,
So.
we'll just go for the entrepreneurial business
That's a
thing.
less informal retreat. That's more of a party.
Well, I just think it's a shame. It's just for photographers.
I think that's a good idea, actually.
I think you should do something for us women, business people.
Yeah, business and self-care retreats for women in business.
Possibly,
That's
we
a
should
great
do
idea.
that. Yes,
That's
because
Oh, there's a thought, Mum.
Ooh.
I could feel a new business opportunity
I
developing.
can see it already. Oh yeah.
So cheers to the 1st of September.
We're in
Remember
September.
the 1st of
September.
We love September, don't we, Jo?
I adore.
Oh,
We
I
love
love
September.
September.
The weather's not so.